Nice
This
try.
is the album shot.
Whoa! That was insane.
So today I got a private tour of the Medicine River Wildlife Center. Just us, the animals, and Todd, our amazing guide. It's an incredible place where injured animals are cared for and brought back to health. I also brought my camera along to capture some of the behind the scenes magic. Let's get into it.
Yeah, we'll introduce you to Todd, who's going to be giving us a tour of the whole place, and then just show you what the story is here a little bit more. I'm not too well versed in it yet, but we'll get into that inside here.
So you're gonna meet Otis. Otis is our main ambassador. Otis is a great horned owl. He is human imprinted, so the first thing he saw when he opens his eyes is people. So that's what they think they are. He is actually scared of other owls. He can't be with other owls. That's why he's always on his own. He works with people. Otis is by far the coolest owl on the planet, but he is one of the very few animals. That's him talking to me because he can hear me talking about it. He's also a ham. He's one of the very few that we have ever worked with in the movie industry because of the fact he's human imprinted.
His specialization.
Yes. He's been doing movie work now for 21 years. He did his first movie when he was 6 months old. He's done thousands of education programs in the classrooms, seniors' homes, everything. And so this is his outdoor cage. He's actually been working at the home show with me this weekend. So yeah, I'll even step up. Just watch your step coming in, please. It's really icy right there.
This is Otis's home.
This is Otis and his house.
Oh my god.
Hi, bud. You want to meet everybody? You want to meet everybody? You want to bring in a whole bunch of people into your house? Step. He's gonna do a flap, but don't worry. He does it every time I pick him up. This is what he does. That's his exercise. Wow. So this is Otis. He's a little extra lovey with me than he is with most people because I'm the first face he saw. So I'm mom to him. Hey, hey buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, bud. And yes, you guys can pet his belly too.
Wow. It's my first time actually getting to pet an owl. Oh my gosh. It's the best day ever. Can I touch his talon like
yeah.
that? What? I don't want to get it. But...
He won't grab it. He's just feeling that you're there, so he's just like, what are you? Why are you touching my toes?
It's crazy. They're actually bigger up close than I.
And if I hold this one up, you can actually feel the tip of.
Get close.
This one.
You can get right up to his feet.
Oh yeah, you can get right in on him.
Hey, buddy.
He's like, am I really that handsome? Yes,
Yep.
yes you are.
Yeah, you are, man. You're cool. You're super special, Otis.
Is that your best friend? Just super cool to see the owls up close. You can hear them hooting in the background. Usually shooting them from a long ways away with a long telephoto lens, but today we actually see him up close. As you can see, he's just hanging on over here, and he's pretty comfortable. Wow.
You're not going for exercise today.
I'm gonna switch my lens here.
Hey, buddy.
See, the thing is, when I do work with him for movies and anything like that, this is the shot they always want, right there.
Oh yeah.
That's the money shot.
Oh, I need that shot.
Yeah,
that's
that
the
is
money
the money
shot.
shot, especially with the green trees and the
Beautiful
blue sky.
light in the background.
Hey, Todd. I brought.
Hear that camera?
That's incredible.
One more, buddy.
It's really, really cool about the evolution of human.
Is it on? Where is it?
You can find it on YouTube. You can find it
yeah.
online. Yeah, and it's CBC Nature of Things: The Great Human Odyssey. In the trees beside me, so I'm throwing sticks. I thought it was a bear. I didn't even have my big knife on me.
And grab raccoon, man. Do you know what I'd do? Hey, go over there and get me some jewels.
Hey, grab me a beer.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now you're getting him looking. And over here. There you go. I don't hoot like that though.
Smile at me. Otis.
Yeah, Otis is over there. You hear him?
Yeah.
He's been calling in the wild ones. There's a mated wild pair right around here. And he's been calling in the female. She's been sitting up in one of the trees hooting to him. but her mate, he's coming in and attacking the wire.
Wow, that's
He's
crazy.
telling him to piss off.
Great horn too?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the male's trying to get rid of Otis, thinks he's a competitor. Otis has no idea that he's even an owl. So he doesn't even know what's going on. But yeah, we just put a post up the other day, or yesterday, of the male sitting right on the front of his cage.
Oh, is that right?
Hooting right at him.
That is
I
crazy.
haven't been able to get any video or pictures of the female. She usually disappears in the trees too quickly, but
That's
it's,
awesome.
it's breeding season. Breeding season is just starting to wrap
Oh,
up
yeah.
for great horns right now. Just do that one. Hang on. Back on the hand. Nice
And
try.
This is the album shot.
You want the focus on the owl?
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa!
Oh.
That's the male I was talking about.
Oh, dude.
Were you filming that?
I think so.
Oh, I hope you got that.
What?
So, give us a rundown on what just happened here. Show us over here, Spencer.
We're going to put him inside
Yeah,
where
and
he's safer.
Yeah,
Tell us
yeah,
what
no,
happened
that's,
after.
That's totally good.
Otis is a little upset about that.
Is he okay?
What? So we're just playing with Otis, the captive owl, not captive, but the owl that they have here. They're basically a mascot. And he was telling us earlier there's wild owls around here that come and try to attack him. And basically, one just came down and flew over our heads while Reed's trying to get a photo and tried to attack Otis. And
I
it was
felt
nuts.
that for sure. That
It
was
basically
wild.
hit his
I
head.
think Otis was flapping me a little bit. That's what. Where is he now?
He's over here. That was insane.
That
That
was-
was one of the craziest things I heard. Hopefully Otis is okay. But
That was
nuts.
one of a kind for sure. He's good?
Oh, he's fine.
Oh man, that
I
was
think I'm a little bit more stressed.
that was yeah, no, definitely so
Trying to hurt
Yeah.
my boy.
So the other wild owl that was just basically trying to attack Otis was over there, and he just slid out. I was trying to get a photo, but that was pretty wild. He doesn't like people, so he was flying away pretty quickly. But holy crap, that was quite the
that was cool.
altercation.
That was wild.
Not what we want our owl to get attacked, but holy.
So where we're headed next is we're going to go across to our other property, and that's where we have our outdoor flight cages. So once they've finished in their ICUs, and then they've finished in their bigger indoor flight cages, then they go across to our large outdoor flight facilities where they can gain their strength and their flight back. So we keep everything on the other property as far away from human contact as possible. We only go over once a day just to feed and to check on them, maybe twice a day for doing something like this. This is the gift shop visitor area. So when it's open in the beginning of May, we've got the big screen there. It has live cameras in a bunch of the ICUs. So people can sit here and see the animals.
Wow.
But we don't let the public in the hospital. So this is a bit of a
Inside
yes.
special one, okay.
Many reasons, and one of them is stress on the animals, and also for sanitary reasons. And this time of year, we're really slow. We get about 2,000 patients a year, and we see the bulk of them from May to September.
Okay, and where are these patients brought in by different people or
People who find them all over Alberta. We bring in, we treat on average about 155 different species of animals every year. In total, we've treated 172 species. And we get everything. So we deal with, baby weasels to moose, water birds, hummingbirds up to eagles. So we have 5 ICU rooms like this. Each one is very custom designed. We've custom designed this entire building ourselves. After 41 years of operation, we know exactly what we need, what we don't need in the room. So there's a songbird room, a small raptor, a large raptor, a waterfowl, and a mammal room. So that way predator, prey species are next in the same room. And every room is built custom, everything is self-contained. That way a broom from here never goes to the other room, you never cross-contamination.
Yeah.
So when they first come in, they come into the small ICUs here. These all have radiant heat on the ceiling. So they go into the dark blue ICUs. And then once they're feeling better, then they move to the bigger flight cages. So these are pigeons.
Those are rare pigeons, right?
We've got in here a smattering of songbirds that we've had overwinter that didn't heal before the migration. So we've got house sparrow, evening grosbeak, a sora, a couple other white crown sparrow in there.
And they don't, between species, they don't mess around.
No, we know there are certain species you can predict.
Okay.
Yeah. This room is wildly busy come spring because we'll have incubators out and we'll have the babies.
Oh, yeah.
This room, come late May, probably have about 200 birds in it. So this is the treatment room. So when the animal comes in, this is the first room they ever see. So they come in here, they get weighed, any treatments that they need at the time. And then we also, if we have, when we have a whole lot coming through in the summer and spring, we band them. So we put plastic band on each one, so we know who's who. Because when you have 35 baby robins this big, they all look exactly the same. Oh, yeah. And what we do is with our little guys, with most of our injured animals, we weigh them daily. And that's pretty much the only way you can tell with a lot of animals how they're doing is if they're gaining weight.
Oh, okay.
And if they're not gaining weight, there's a problem. This is the main treatment room, so everything gets done in here, and then they disperse off to their room. And we're going to cut through this way. It's a shortcut.
So raptor room.
Let's save the large raptors for after. So this is the waterfowl room.
Oh, I love it.
So it's pretty slow in here right now. We've got a couple ducks. One's a non-releasable, and 2 of them are just waiting for the migration to come back again. Now in the new building, it has a massive indoor-outdoor pond, so they can swim and splash and play.
Right here?
That new building. So I'm just waiting to build that building.
That's exciting.
Because right now for a pond, all we have is, you can just kind of peek in there, we have a small indoor one for them. So there's 2 ducks in there. Yeah, you can learn to go. Still not too well. This is one of the other spots that we'll keep a live camera in here for people to be able to view, because usually in the spring this is filled with little ducklings.
Yeah.
We don't keep our orphans long. So when we get orphans in, we make sure they're healthy. We find a nest or a family of the same size, same species, and we release them, and they go.
And right away
They instantly take it. It's survival of the species.
Yeah.
Now this is the large raptor. So that's not our raptor down there, but that right there is. So there's a great grade for you. So this guy came in to us a week ago today. He was probably hit by a car. He was found on the side of the road up by Cow Lake, just outside of Rocky there.
Wow.
And the girl who works at the Cow Lake store actually found him. So she found him, called us, and I had a volunteer nearby who was able to go pick him up.
Was he laying there? Was he just sitting on the side of the road?
He was sitting on the road. If you look at him closely, when he turns to look, see his, you see how his right eye is a little bit more swollen.
Oh yeah.
That eye, you couldn't even see it. The whole side of his head was swollen. So he
so
took
he's
the
doing
impact
good.
in the head.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if he was going to pull through the night, and now we're probably moving to the flight cage across the road this week.
Unreal.
So that is a great gray owl. It's one of my favorite species to see here in Alberta, and one of the species a lot of people travel to Alberta to come and photograph. So unfortunately, that one had a little bit of an accident, but it's very cool to see that they're looking after him and see him up close like that. It's such a cool experience for me.
This is the small raptor room. And as you see, much smaller.
Oh my gosh. Is that a pygmy owl?
Solid.
I can never
Oh, dude.
One size bigger.
I haven't been here for one of those, I don't think.
I've been trying to find these guys in the wild, but obviously wish they weren't in here, but it's still very, very cool to see them in person like that.
This one is releasable. That's the good thing. This one will be going home. We're just waiting for the snow to melt off a bit, so mice are easier to hunt. So probably by the end of March, this one will go home.
Wow.
Sorry, I squeaked the door when you're
Yeah, dude, that's what your music sounds like.
I think she was trying to shape one arm.
Oh yeah. That's pretty. I actually met her. She brought us. This is the mammal room, so there's nothing in it animal-wise right now, but I'll just show you the difference. The very difference in caging. So we're in the middle of building the last 2 right now, but you can see in this one. So this was built custom designed for squirrels. I know it seems a little heavy duty and a little institutional for squirrels, but see, they can't chew through any of this because this is all concrete. So we do the concrete on this. The reason this whole cage is built heavy duty though is this one's going to be for, fox, coyote, that kind of thing. This one's built differently. There will be no concrete. There will be no lath. This is all plate steel, expanded metal. This is built for bear cubs, and big cats.
Oh yeah.
This will be done here. I'll have this done probably in about 2 weeks.
Sweet.
Hopefully. I have to have it done because it's mammal season coming up here in a few weeks.
So right now, like Todd said, we're heading over to see the large, what do they call them? Birds of prey. We're heading over to the birds of prey. We're just in the back of Reed's truck here. But man, so cool, especially to be able to tie in my camera. One of my old friends, another old friend behind the camera, and meet a guy that's super passionate about wildlife and rehabilitating them, man. I Can't beat it for me anyways. And it's not far from home, just in central Alberta here. I'll show you guys on the map, but such a cool experience.
This is our raptor compound, as we call it. So this is for birds of prey for flight training. So it's not 100% done yet. We will be done here as soon as the ground's thawed and we can finish the last little bit. So this again is, everything we do is custom designed one-off by us. So this cage here, there's actually 4 small cages in the front here. So we just got to finish the wiring on these. And so there's 4 small cages designed for like those little guys you saw inside. The kestrels, the boreals, the saw-whets, that's designed for them. There's actually 9 cages under one single roof here. So we'll walk in, I'll show you. Watch your step, there's mud. When you get inside, there's...
Oh my gosh, this is insane.
So then the cages keep getting bigger and bigger every step up we go. Now you'll notice the cages are built with the wood slats, except for this one wall. And it's because what we keep in those cages and what we keep in here, these guys will eat what lives in there.
Oh,
So we
okay.
do that for stress level. So they can't see their...
And so these are, you already got some perches and stuff put up there.
Yeah, I just gotta finish a little bit of wood, then we'll put birds. Nobody told them?
Perch, yeah. You can see Spencer up here. They've already got some of these. Normally that would put a light on it if it was in a house, but that's where owls and other raptors are going to sit.
And this is the cage I know you're gonna like, because there's 5 great grays.
He's just said there's 5 great grays in here. Obviously, too, they're sad to see them in here, but it's incredible to see them up close, and hopefully you guys can see the beauty of these owls. What on?
So come right on inside and shut that door.
other lens. This is just nuts.
So the one on the top perch up there, she'll be getting released here very soon.
She will be?
Yeah, she's fully flighted now.
Maybe switch your battery.
So this being the great horned owl cage, you'll notice the cages get bigger every time we move up because the different species require a different amount of space. Great gray owls don't do a whole lot of soaring around. These guys we tend to get more of, so we need bigger space for them. The hawk cage is just as big as this because of their flight space, and then wait till you see the eagle cage. It's huge. So there's 10 owls in here right now. And the one female, she's going to fly in a second. She's the third one. She's on the outside of that perch. The top right there, she's the one on the outside of the perch. She's the one who's ready for release right now. She's going to go home this week. But you can see the way she's looking around and all the others aren't. It's because she's getting ready to fly. And as Reed gets closer, she'll take off. That's all it is.
That's usually girls with Reed.
Dude.
Nice.
It's not dark.
And that's the thing, is they're all the same species, but the color difference.
Yeah.
That's because of what part of the province they're from.
Right.
Yeah, so if you find one that came from, say, out west, deeper into the Rocky and further west, they'll be darker because the trees are thicker and darker.
Yeah.
Like Otis being so light colored, he came from east of Red Deer, fewer trees, more poplar, so he has to match the poplar trees.
Oh, really?
So wherever they're hatched is they're determining their color.
Oh, hey.
What's up, dude?
I'll give you the opportunity to get that. Elm's about that. So this side is the hawks, or on this side.
Wow, incredible.
So there's 4 hawks in this one right now. There's 3 red tails and one Swainson's hawk. 2 of the red tails and the Swainsons will be released. One of the red tails is Reggie. He's permanent. He's again here as a companion one. The Swainsons and the red tails that are ready for release have been ready for release all winter.
Is that right?
But they weren't ready yet before my initial vote.
Oh.
So we had to keep for the winter.
So then they're extra ready.
Yeah, so we're just waiting now for once they start migrating back in to the province, we release them just right here to the migration, and they'll go find their territory.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Cool.
because they don't keep a territory.
It's different for every person.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and you have to know the natural history. You have to know that animal. There's a lot of
There's
there's
a-
a lot of learning to do this job.
No doubt.
It's funny. As I always find that the birds, as they get smaller, they tend to go the longer distance.
Isn't that weird, eh?
Because you can see the size difference between the red tail and the Swainson's.
Yeah.
Swainson's a little dude.
Yeah, like the peregrine falcons, they go far.
Yeah. Well, and then you look at like some species of hummingbird that go down to South America.
Yeah.
It's like, You're this big.
Yeah, like I was in Ecuador on a bird watching tour, and it's like the small not cardinals, but little colorful birds we get here in the summer, like down there.
You want to get out of here.
So we saw the great gray owls, which are actually right behind Spencer. It's like 2 feet away from him. Then we saw the great horned owls. Now we're in the hawk, basically, aviary, which they've got a bunch here that have to wait till spring to go and meet up with their species. Now we're heading over. I can see some bald eagles over there. So wild. So this is what they feed them, is gophers that are super easy to find in Alberta, but you can see a couple right here. Right there. I'm not going to touch them, but pretty cool.
Makes it a turkey day.
Otis wasn't doing that enough then.
So we're about to go into the eagle cage. This is the biggest side, and typically the messiest too.
Some bald eagles flying around myself.
Wow. So this is the big one.
So,
Yeah, keep that. I'm doing this.
that would be really
That's like the show.
5 years old, they say he's 3 or
I get the porta potties in the back.
Do the handshake goodbye thing. Yeah, well, that was a super awesome day. We really appreciate everyone wanting to come here for a super long time, so it's so sick to see it. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you.
Great meeting you.
Thanks again,
Good to
dude.
see you, bud.
Absolutely, man.
And imagine we'll be back again
For
soon,
sure.
hopefully.
Definitely. Yeah, you got to come back in the summer.
Yeah,
When
I want to see
when
all
things
the
are
wild
green
animals
and
too.
that wetland. Because we got the nature trail here, so you walk that out to the tower,
wow.
and that's open 24/7.
Okay.
You walk that out onto the observation tower overlooking the whole
Oh,
wetland.
perfect. Bird
You just sit
watching.
out there and just watch everything. Sweet. We get hundreds of people out there with lenses like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
awesome out there.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Of course.
And I
Appreciate it.
think,
I appreciate you guys appreciate involvement. in it.
Totally.
It's always fun. So my name's Todd Kelly. I am facility manager here at Medicine River Wildlife Center. And Medicine River Wildlife Center is a animal rescue. We take in injured and orphaned wild animals from all across the province. We take in about 2,000 injured and orphaned animals every year with the aim to rehab and release into the wild.